And I'm not perfect by any means, but now with that mindset shift and approaching it more from joy and I'm excited and all of that, everything comes so much easier. And as a result, I'm so much more productive, and I actually am doing better than before with all the hustle and grind. So definitely, if you want to truly be successful, that's my advice and my experience. You really got to have that element. My name's Carolyn Cooper. I'm an engineer and serial entrepreneur, and I have three businesses. One business focuses on real estate investing. My other company is a small finance company for small businesses. And my third and my most passionate about this company is I have a women's custom suit business. It first started as a personal journey in 2010 when I was early in my career. I was aspiring for the next level, and I realized there just was a drought of any kind of high quality professional clothing that fits you well. And I would go into these meetings very confident in my head, but I wasn't confident in style and body, because the suits, the clothing off the rack, they're terrible. They don't fit, they're poor quality. And a lot of the psychological aspects of your outfit really come through in the way you talk, present yourself, etc. So it really is important to have that beautiful custom suit that just makes you feel amazing to match your inner awesomeness. So my good friend Essay called me to sit in the chair of joy, and I really appreciate that. We've recently become good friends. I was at the launch of her Venture X a few weeks ago, and we just hit it off immediately. Very kind people, spirited people, and I just felt a immediate connection with her, and just the work ethic and the joy and everything that she brings to life. It's all interwoven, and I know we just were very kindred spirits. The first thing that gives me joy is a memory that I have in my mid-20s, I guess, where I got to go to Tokyo, Japan for the first time. And I had been wanting to go to Japan. I watch all the anime, I read all the comics, very much into kung fu movies. And the first time I got off the train in downtown Tokyo with all the lights and the sounds and the smells was just amazing. One memory that I remember is just almost like the essence of bliss was when I went to St. Bart's, and it was just every day was on the beach and just clear water to the bottom. I could snorkel all day long, and if I wasn't snorkeling, I was relaxing and watching the waves and reading. And then at night we were having this fabulous French food, and then fell asleep to the sound of the ocean. You woke up, we did it all over again, and that was amazing. One's a very chaotic, exciting energy, and the other is very blissful and calm, but they were both very joyful. Even if sitting on a beach, you're still imbibing all of that surroundings. So the container I would put the energy in would be some sort of vacuum bottle, because it's portable, so I can take it with me. So whenever I need it, it's there, I can access it. But because it's vacuum sealed, it keeps the freshness of the energy or the potency of the energy, and you don't lose any of it. So you always have top-notch quality energy ready to go. I would say they all need their own. If they want to be successful and joyful in life, then they got to have the stuff in their own bottles to take with them at all times. In my early career, obviously I was very driven. I'm still very driven, but it was very much about, well, what's the next promotion? What's the next goal? What's the next whatever level? And I was always a very fun person. I played a lot of sports, did a lot of adventure travel. And at some point in my 30s, it became so serious, and a lot of that got lost. And recently, I was always guilt tripping myself. I couldn't have fun because then I was taken away from my businesses or whatever, and it just made me miserable. And recently, in the last year, I've done a lot of work where I'm actually more productive with the energy. I'm still able to get out and golf and play tennis and travel, and my businesses actually are doing better because of just a different approach to it, where it's like I'm excited in the morning when I wake up. I'm excited to go to work. It's just ideas. Oh my gosh, the flow of ideas comes so much easier when you're just happy and excited and life is good. So I personally have lived through that where, I spent many years grinding away trying to get to whatever that goal was at the time. And it it was all resistance. Whereas now and I'm not perfect by any means, but now with that mindset shift and approaching it more from joy and I'm excited and all of that, everything comes so much easier. And as a result, I'm so much more productive, and I actually am doing better than before with all the hustle and grind. So definitely, if you want to truly be successful, that's my advice, my experience. You really got to have that element. My chair of joy is actually what's called a moon pod, which is a futuristic anti-gravity fancy word for a beanbag, but it is so comfortable that once I get in it, I can just zone out and really tap into the essence of what my true north or higher self is really wanting to speak to me that day, and really focus in on that instead of I gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this, and really focus that energy for the day to be successful. It's in my bedroom. It is gray, slate gray. So I would invite you to sit in your chair of joy once, twice, several times a day, depending on how my day goes. Sometimes it's several times, sometimes it's just once in the morning, once in the evening, but it really helps me stay focused, refocus, and that energy I talked about, just really harness it and use it to its full potential. So I'm not really a woo-woo person. I'm an engineer, but I sit in my chair of joy, absolutely. I really enjoyed my time in the chair of joy. Cheryl was great, and she had very poignant questions, but easy questions that was able to keep a flow going, and I had a really good time. So I would recommend it to anybody that gets invited.